He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon's offense will get first crack at it today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The play-action fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to...
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. There he goes. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Leaves it with the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Makes the grab. It's Perry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Green. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
facing a 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off them.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Fresno State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bulldogs performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Jones to throw. Working that left side now. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Shoots his way for more. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Wildcats will hustle with the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern hoping to make this red zone opportunity pay off. Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job of ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his pocket.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Caught near the sticks. It's Perry. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Moore. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll run play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Short throw to the sideline. He steps out of bounds with the first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Jones to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore to the air. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes the grab, past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up 4th.
Great move. Now he's got room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fun.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Now the play fake. Throwing right. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The give on the counter. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it wasn't wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Moore will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Keeps it on the bootleg. On a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Moore. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. Breaks into the open. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Jones wants to throw it. And the defense got him at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's a heat. Now one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agrees.
Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Finds the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
More to the air. That's reeled in. It's Hill. Good call. Good motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Caught near the sticks. It's Perry. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore will throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. On the ground, it's Allen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. All wideouts, no backs. Sends it back in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid calls.
Turns on the Jets. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And the stomping has commenced.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a
quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative.
The give to the back.
We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Jones to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now, 1st and 10 from the 22. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Defense showing blitz here. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
How confident are you pounding the football now? You get in this situation, 3rd down, you were very unsuccessful. It's 4th down, it's short. What's the play I know I can go to get this 4th down and get this touchdown?
Right down the boulevard. It's good. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to scramble. Creates a little room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ducks! All that baby in, and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Jones wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Wildcats will have it first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Finding an escape route. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Power football with the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Turning it on. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incomplete completion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Jones to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Bring in the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Davison. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring and the defense better do something about it.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stings, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Ducks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Pulls it in. It's Allen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
Catch in the middle, it's Davison. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Smith wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Working that left side. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires toward the target. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And It's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense